G'day everyone, I hope you're well. My name is Maxx Power, and if you're anything like me, you've been having a go at the newly released BPM bullets per minute rhythm roguelike FPS hybrid. Wow, that's a lot of genres. And if you're also anything like me, you've probably noticed that this game can be a little unforgiving for newer players. So today, I'm going to be giving you 5 beginner tips to help you improve your runs. Anyways, without further ado, let's get stuck into it. Tip number 1 is to rebind your reload to right click. Now I know it sounds a bit unconventional, but trust me, I've seen this tip littered all over Steam and Twitter, and after trying it myself, I can say it has genuinely helped me a ton. Being able to reload without taking your fingers off the movement keys is incredibly helpful, as you're always trying to move and dodge all the enemy attacks. So while it may feel a bit weird at first, I promise it's going to become second nature before you know it. Tip number 2 is to keep an eye out for those little shrines that pop up in most rooms. While there are higher tier ones that are rarer and cost multiple coins or keys, the lowest tier shrine costs 1 coin, increases a single stat by 1 point, and has a chance to spawn in nearly every room you explore. And while a single stat point might not mean much, have 4 or 5 damage ups and you'll be clearing rooms with ease. Tip number 3 is don't strafe. Now I know this goes against every PvP shooter that I've ever played, but I can't count the amount of times that I've strafed back to where I came from, straight into an enemy projectile. Most enemy projectiles in this game aren't homing, so your best bet to avoid them is to run in big circles around the room. Don't strafe back and forth because you'll just end up getting shot. Speaking of enemy projectiles, tip number 4 is enemy priority. Say for instance you enter into a room and there is an overwhelming amount of enemies in there. Your best bet at tackling this room is to find out which enemies are going to stump you the most and take them out first. For me, my highest priority enemy is the Guardian. They spawn in the middle of the room with a big shield and shoot projectiles straight at you. You need to get behind them for an easy kill. So that's usually my first go-to. After that, anyone else that's shooting at you is my next target. You got your little flies or your bats that have those range projectiles. Take them out next and leave the melee characters till last, because they're the guys that you can sort of kite around while you're taking everyone else out. And finally, tip number 5 is to explore every room you come across. Every level is randomly generated, and so you never know when there might be some rare item hidden in a corner or a blacksmith with the gun you really like to use. And if you don't explore every room you come across, you might miss it, and it might make the next few levels a lot harder. Also, little noteworthy fact, you can actually go back to explore the rooms after you've defeated the boss. So you can always go take him out first, get the key that he usually drops, and then go unlock a chest somewhere else in the level before proceeding to the next one. So that just about does it. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, leave a comment below and let me know what you found helpful, and leave the video a like. I feel like there's something else I'm supposed to do with these. Oh yeah, I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/MaxPower99 on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Fridays at 2 PM West Australian Standard Time. Time zones can get a bit finicky, but I've got a link down below and that'll have all the info there. Anyways, thanks very much, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.